So up kind of early this morning. It's 6:08. Sun's gonna be up here in like 20 minutes before I take off. Got kind of lucky yesterday. There were some bad storms west of here, Jackson, that we came through yesterday. A bunch of down power lines, people without power, strong winds. Didn't do a whole lot here, just rain, so the road's wet. That's about it. Today's going to be a little interesting because there's an entire storm front, rain front, whatever you want to call it, that's going west to east. I think we're going to stay on the back side of it most of the day, and we probably got a couple 100 miles left on Natchez Trace Parkway, and then I'm thinking Lexington, Kentucky, maybe Huntington, West Virginia. We'll see. Definitely a little bit cooler out this morning than it was yesterday, and as we get further north, the highs aren't quite as high. I think Nashville's only going to be about 60 today, where here's going to be mid-60s, and I'm sure as we get even further north of there, it's going to get even cooler. So I'm going to throw the extra layers on this morning, and like I said, sun will be up here in about 20 minutes and hit the road. So we'll see what mile marker we're at here in a second. I'm guessing probably right around 250, 267. I just missed a sign back there, at least on the camera. We just crossed back over into Alabama. We'll be in here for a while and then eventually cross over into Tennessee. So I'm not too far in here to Tennessee. Hopped off the parkway there for a minute onto US 64 when I topped off the tank. A little snack. Weather's not great today, but it's tolerable. So it looks like I haven't necessarily caught the rain caught me. The stuff from the south is coming up, and it's not heavy or anything, just a little annoying. Just filled up the tank. I should be good the rest of the way to get in tonight. I'll probably stop one more time just for a break. I got right around got 184 miles left to go. What's that giving me time wise? About 2 hours 40 minutes. Not bad. I got a little bit of rain, nothing much, man. Just water blowing back off the road. I was sitting at, just got off the Huntington exit, 550 miles, 187 and a half since I last stopped. Yeah, weather's crap, just ride. What else are you gonna do? All right, so made it here to the Delta Hotel in Huntington, West Virginia. Actually got a free room upgrade. I'll show you around real quick. Also got access to the lounge, which is essentially just a place with free snacks, so no real complaints. A little chilly of a ride today with the rain, overcast, and temperature, and wind chill, and all that stuff. So I'm gonna get a hot shower, try to get warmed up a little bit, and then everything's kind of walking distance down here downtown. I'm gonna find something to eat. Waking up here in Huntington, final day of the trip. A lot less miles to cover today, under 400. Technically, I think we've hit sunrise, but I don't think you're going to see the sun much today. It's going to be overcast, cloudy, where we're going to be traveling through. Also, the temperature, which is about 45. That's basically the high today for here. I think it's supposed to be a little bit warmer back home, but I'm also going to be riding through the mountains. I expect it to dip a little bit, so got the extra layers on this morning. Probably going to need them throughout the day. Just isn't the most direct route to get back out to the interstate. Speaking of interstate, we're only going to be on it to up around Charleston area, and then we're going to hop off on we're going to ride US 60 for a while. It'll be kind of fun, but not taking the most direct route out. I'm going to ride past Marshall University here on my left, where I went to undergrad. Just realized I graduated from there 20 years ago. So I'm going to check this out a little bit on the way out of town, and go hop on down at 29th Street. So just stopped here at McDonald's to warm up a little bit. Came out, took a look at the chain. I was like, looks a little loose, even though I tightened it up before I left home. Got the tools out. I'll show it to you. It's looser than I've seen it. I only got about 300 miles home. Ought to make it, but yeah, we're gonna try to tighten it up a little bit. All right, that looks a hell of a lot better. Probably gonna need a new chain and sprocket kit this winter, but this ought to be able to get me home. Had to pull over here and swap out GoPro batteries. Damn thing kept dying. Also, just realized my mistake. There's a Tudor's Biscuit World like another half mile down the road from McDonald's where I could have stopped. Anyway, back on the road, a little bit longer stop than I had planned, but at least the chain's not going to fly off the bike. And as usual, the people in West Virginia did not disappoint. Had a guy that was a former Mark corner worker come up to me, offered to help. Another guy, motorcycle rider, offered to help, but got everything adjusted up where it should be, so shouldn't have any problems getting home now. So just stopped here in Raynell, Go-Mart, going there and literally just warm up because it's like 35 degrees. I might change up my route. Might hit 64 here in a little bit. I don't really want to be doing like 80 out on the interstate when it's in the 30s, but a quick Walmart stop here in Lewisburg. I'm going to try out some they're not really motorcycle gloves, but they're windproof gloves. Hands getting a little cold out there. I took 64 for a bit. I think I'm going to stay on it for a little while. It's, you know, it's interstate. It sucks. However, with all the fog and everything going on in the mountains and the temperature drops, you know, it's a pick your poison type day. Ultimately, all I want to do is get home in one piece. And GoPro seems to hate the batteries today, or maybe it's the weather, I don't know. All right, only fuel stop of the day. There is some bad backup on 81 South. Hopefully we don't have it going north, because I've got I don't know, 110 miles to get home. Maybe do that in about an hour and a half. We'll see what kind of time we can make. Temperature did warm up. It's 55. It does kind of suck. Didn't get to ride the fun stuff I wanted to ride today, but given the fog and wet roads and getting up into the higher altitudes of the mountains, temperature was I wasn't going to be able to ride 35 all damn day, so just going to get home. Well, that's a wrap on the trip. I'm glad we got one in.